Hey everyone, this is Moses Bomett with another segment of Founders Fridays for Hope for Africa. And I wanted to take this time today to actually reflect back on things that we're thankful for, because as many of you know, this yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I know many of you had times to spend with your family and of course enjoy the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, whatever it was. But also there's another part of Thanksgiving which comes from the name, being thankful for what we have in our lives. And I wanted to take this time to be thankful for what Hope for Africa is for, and how we've been able to do what we've been able to do through the support of people like you. And so I just want to take this time out to give a little shout outs to people who've been very instrumental in our organization since when we started back in 2008. First I want to start with Jacob Hedigree. He's the guy who challenged me the first time to ask me to start a club at Valley High School and be a part of the solution, not just talk about the problems in Africa. I want to say thank you for the people who were involved in the club at those early stages. You had the likes of Kyle, Bennett, the likes of Colton, a few other people back then who were in Valley High School and kind of helped us move this organization forward. I want to be thankful for the adults at that time who were very instrumental in my life. We had Jim Martin, he's the teacher back at Valley High School. He's the one who sponsored the club back then, sponsors the club until now. I want to say thankful for Dr. Tom Narak. He was the superintendent at Western Moyne Schools. Organized several speaking engagements for me to be able to share our story of Hope for Africa. Dr. Wilkin, Dave Bradley, those were the people who served on the first board of Hope for Africa. Then moving forward, when we expanded back in Kenya, I want to say thank you for the work of the principals, Mrs. Songo, and the different principals back at the schools in Kenya. I want to say thank you for all the students who were there, of course, and kind of taking up that important life goal, understanding what quality education means to them and using the materials we provided for them over the years. Moving on to Iowa State, I want to say thank you very much for the brothers in my fraternity who helped me get the club started off in the beginning, early stages in the fall of 2009. Those men helped me so much in the beginning and kind of laid the groundwork for what the club is successful right now. Moving on to the club through all those years, I want to thank all the different leaders who served in the club at Iowa State, making it really successful and pushing it forward to raise a tremendous amount of money for the programs we've done in Kenya. I also want to say thank you on the different clubs that we have out there, University of South Dakota, Lawrence College, UNI, University of Iowa, University of Western Florida, University of Pittsburgh, Valley High School, Key High School, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska has helped us as well. I just want to say thank you for all the schools for taking part in this big journey and helping us solve problems back in Africa. I take this point to say thank you for the board of directors that are currently involved in the organization. Jeff Johnson, thank you for your work. Thank you for helping us through this journey. Thank you, Dr. John Fleming. Thank you, Julie Larson. Thank you, Sheila London. Thank you, Janice Rosenberg. Thank you, Brian Torresi. And I just want to say thank you for all of you guys who helped make this organization successful as it is today. Also, our ex-official board member, Tom Gishangi, who's back in Kenya, doing all the groundwork, visiting the schools, giving us monthly reports. I want to say thank you so much for the work you're doing back in Kenya. And then at this point, I also want to say thank you for the people who have actually been working behind the scenes, making this organization be to what it's been. And that's none other than the Hope Team, as we like to call it. And I want to say thank you for each and every one member of them. Kyle, we've spent so many countless hours together, discussing ideas, trying to figure out what we're going to do with the organization, going on those trips to visit the schools and kind of sharing the sort of Hope for Africa. I want to say thank you so much for the time you've invested in the organization. Thank you, Aaron Rosenberg. I like your input, your ideas. I think you're kind of a radical guy who kind of goes a little crazy with the different ideas, but we love that. We like that. You challenge us. You want to make us better through the organization. I want to say thank you to Marissa Wilson. You've worked closely with myself and Kyle through this organization. Always been there, kind of taking that stance of let's make things a little fun, let's spice things a little up with how we handle our programs, our campaigns, and I'm thankful for that input. I want to say thank you for Bennett Kaufman. He's also been very instrumental since Valley High School times. He's led the club at Iowa State, and now he's a part of the Hope team. Thank you so much for the work you're doing through this. Thank you, Marie Coleman, for being involved in the club at Iowa State and involved in the Hope team. I really appreciate your support through that. I want to say thank you to Kelly Madsen, also helped through Iowa State and now helping with the blog. I like those stories. You're doing an amazing job. Keep it up. We couldn't do this. People like you. Thank you, Rachel Pierce, for doing all the awesome posts, Facebook, Twitter, putting all those photos together. Thank you so much for the work you're doing. And then last but not least, I want to thank Paige Winters and Lauren Hellas. They're the graphic design people. You're the guys who kind of do all the behind the scenes in terms of making this beautiful logos that we have out there, this beautiful publications we have out there. We like that creative mind. I want to say thank you for bringing that into the organization. Then, in general, I just want to say thank you for all the donors and the supporters, for every single person who spent time for this organization, who spent $1 or whatever it may be for this organization. I want to say thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. All those funds, all those time invested in this have gone a long way to help our cause and to help the people back in Kenya. And I hope that you'll continue partnering with us through this organization, through this ride, and help us be even bigger and better. But today, we just want to reflect and be thankful for what you've done, because we couldn't have done it without you. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm really thankful for all those people, everyone who's been a part of this. And I believe we have a brighter future ahead because of people like you. Thank you so much from Hope for Africa.